All right, guys, we're going to go over our American Folklore podcast project. For this assignment, you're going to be practicing some researching and your speaking and listening skills, and you're going to create your own podcast. All right, so all you have to do is follow these steps below, come to class, use the OHS, and you're going to do great on this. This is your chance to be creative and have a little fun. All right, so step one, you're going to have to find an example of American folklore. Now, thinking about which example you'd like to use, think about something that interests you. Are you interested in history, a good monster story, maybe a ghost story, maybe specific to an area in America? Once again, this is American Lit, American folklore, so it has to be specific to America. All right, maybe something specific to Georgia. So you can get out there and explore your options and look around. These two websites are great, and they can help you out a lot. Now, you're going to find two sources about your example. I've helped you out here and given you two to choose from, but you can only use one of those for your research. So pick one. Now, once you find that out, find some more. Now, you can use more than two sources, but you may find some different versions of the story, some news articles, some historical context about the time in which it happened. You can use one of the sites above, but you must find your second source on your own. Now, once you've done that, you've read up on your example, you're going to rewrite the story in your own words, combining the information from your sources. So when you're writing your script, you want to think about the elements of the story and how you can arrange them to make them interesting and engaging. Think about your word choice and your purpose. Are you trying to just inform? Do you want to entertain? What are you doing? So think about that. Remember our example from class. Here's a link to it again. There are other podcast examples on this page you can look at as well. And there are also some on the OHS that you can look at. Think about in this how he inserts historical fact along with the story. You can do that as well. So now you're going to write your script, and that is your story. So your script should include the following. You should have a title. You should have an introductory paragraph. Make that first sentence a hook. You really want to draw your listener in. Then you want to make that last sentence of that paragraph your thesis, so your listener will know what you're going to be talking about in your podcast. Don't leave them hanging. Then 1 to 2 body paragraphs to tell the story. Use figurative language, use dialogue, use details. And then finally, a concluding paragraph. Kind of sum up what you talked about. All right, and then also you want to include your works cited page for your sources. Use MLA format. We're going to talk about this in class as well, but you want to make sure that you are using MLA format. Finally, you're going to record your podcast. Now, there is an audio recorder in the Dropbox, and that will be an option for you where you can just record yourself there, or you can use your phone, or you can record yourself on your computer, and you can upload it. That's up to you. Use your script so you don't forget important things, but you don't have to read it word for word. Now, your podcast recording should include the following. You should introduce yourself and then tell your story. You can speak in an engaging way. Listen to how I'm talking right now. I'm not just saying to talk and go ahead and do your project. I'm using inflection. I'm emphasizing important parts. You want to do that too. Go back and listen to the example. Listen to how he does that in his podcast. Use inflection and changes to show when things are happening. If there's some dialogue, you can change your voice to show that others are speaking. Also, you want to make sure that you are speaking clearly. Make sure you're close to your microphone. Make sure you are not mumbling. Make sure you are not talking too fast. Finally, you're going to turn your assignment into the OHS Dropbox, and you're turning in two things. You're uploading your written script with your works cited page, and then you are turning in your recorded podcast. I am so excited to see these. I know you guys are going to do a fantastic job. So I'm looking forward to it. Get this done, get it turned in on time.